Kapowski, what is up, everybody? Hope you are doing all right. Happy Wednesday, February 19th. It's hump day, baby. It's hump day. If you're here on the East Coast, you got 1 hour left. If you're in the office, you're like, damn, son, I got 1 hour left until I'm out of here. Free bird. 55 minutes to be exact. Sorry, I was a few minutes late. I just put out a video about XRP, some of the stuff that has been happening lately. Also, I touched on the $1,000 bet that I made with AJ that XRP is going to hit $10 by Christmas this year. You know it's going to happen. Come on, there's too much. The narrative is way too strong. We'll see how it goes over the next several months, but I have a feeling maybe by Q3 or the beginning of H2, we should see that going. What's up, everybody? Shout out to my chat in YouTube and in the Xverse. I'm going to open up the Xverse here over on my phone, make sure that I can respond to anybody that's over there. But guys, go ahead, and gals, I want to make sure that I address you both, guys and gals. Please go ahead and smash the like button. If you are consuming this video over on X, please also feel free to repost it, tag some friends, invite them to come hang out with us. I got overwhelmed the other day, and so I'm going to start working on some better outreach to set some things up to get people on the show, to do some pre-recorded interviews and all that stuff. But I will have like a whole system down for that very soon. So what I would like for you guys to do is make sure, if you want to get on this show, you can either be live on the show at 4 p.m. or we can pre-record something and I can just, dish it out at some point throughout the day. But if that's something you're interested in, let me know. You can shoot me an email. jchains@web3breakfast.com is a good one. Or you can just shoot me a DM. Either one. And so I'm going to put this whole system together. I'm going to go through all the DMs, all the telegrams, all that stuff. And it's just at jchains on Telegram if you want to chat with me there. But I think that'd be fun to start doing a lot more collaboration. So I am definitely looking forward to that. So please make sure, if that's something you're interested in, you hit me up. Other than that, make sure you smash the like button. All right, we are going to be talking a lot about XRP today. This is, I feel like it is my moral obligation after getting into that bet with AJ today on his show that I should definitely kind of go big on the XRP today, only to just show how excited I am about this and bullish I am on XRP. So let's throw the old Cubbies hat. This is, by the way, the World Series edition. My wife happened to be in Chicago, in Wrigleyville, during the World. I unfortunately had to be home doing some stuff. Wasn't able to travel, but she was there when they won the World Series. She got me this hat from Chi-Town. This is an official World Series 2015, right? Yeah, 2016, excuse me. 2016 hat. Go Cubbies, man. Springtime. When do pitchers and catchers report? We're going to have to take a look at this. We are going to have to. It's February. It's going to be coming up in the next several weeks. Pitchers and catchers report. 2025 spring training first workout dates for every team. I'll share this with you guys. I don't mind. Sharing what I'm looking at here. Let's go share screen. Spring training, share. I think we like this one here. All right. Here we go. Pitchers and catchers first workout. The Grapefruit League, the Cactus League, I know is the Cubbies. Here we go. Sunday, February 9th. Oh. So they're already working out because it's February 19th. Man, I missed the ball on that one. The rest of the teams, most of the teams, now the Cubs, their team started last week for the full squad first workout. Everybody else started yesterday or on Monday. Okay. Or some on Saturday, whatever. All right, there we go. First games. Actually, there's been games already. Today's the 19th. What do we got? We got the Marlins. You got the Orioles. Wait, are these games? Photo days. My God. Photo days. All right. No games yet. I got a little too excited. I went up into my closet this morning when I was getting ready and I saw the Cubs hat and I thought, you know what? I got to do it. Got to wear the Cubs hat. So shout out to the chat again. Let's go. I know I scrolled up here. I got to catch up, but I wanted to congratulate Brian, gold medal winner today. Great job. Blocky taking home the silver and Volmer taking home the bronze. Shout out to everybody that is here. Jake the Crypto Snake. We got Doom, my guy. Meg, hey, what's happening, Meg? We got High Life AK. Big Brian K over on X. Let's get it, my G. All right. All right. Dogecoin to the moon. Dogecoin could go to the moon. I think there's a big potential, especially with that ETF. And that's good. Meg says it's snowing again. It was cold as just absolute craziness again here. And we are expecting, I don't know if it's tonight or tomorrow night. Today or tonight or tomorrow, something like that, like 20 degrees. I am so sick of this cold weather. Like on just like a epic proportion. I'll tell you what. Anyway, Jinra G, what's up, fam? What's up, everybody? Go ahead. All right, we're gonna get on with the show. Go ahead, smash that like button. Let's get on over to Coin Market Cap so I can get through. Oh, we want to share this one here. Boom, there you go. All right, here we go. Things are looking a little bit better today than they were yesterday. Market up almost 3%, 2.85 on the day to 3.17 trillion, 317. If you're listening, you know that's your favorite number. That's an angel number for someone that I know. Maybe a lot of people I know, a couple people I know. Let's see. We got a 16% volume drop today. Bitcoin dominance still, hanging that same thing, about 60. ETH about 10. Gwei still, even lower. It was 0.94 yesterday, 0.72 today. Fear and greed jumped up a little bit. I think it was 33 yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe 217. It was 38. Let's go 30-day. It'll be easier. You're not going to give me the 18th? You punk. All right, anyway, so it was about where it is now. So it didn't really go down too much. All right, there is the greed index. All right, let's see what's happening here. What's popping with our top 10? We got Bitcoin 90. Man, I tell you what, I feel like I'm having Groundhog Day with this. Like every day we do this, every day we get to this segment, and it's like, oh, Bitcoin 96 or 97,000. Like, how many days in a row are we doing this? This is insane. Bitcoin is a stable coin. Wild. I feel like it's been 2 weeks that every time we get into this segment that we start looking at the freaking numbers, Bitcoin is at 96,000 something. Flirting with 97 or flirting with the high 95s, but 96,000 is like, do something. ETH 27.22. Love to see that up almost 3% today. Let's go. Let's go a few more, and then we're gonna look at something. XRP up 6% today. Let's get it, baby. 267. You got BNB up 1% today to 650. Solana up 0.5% to 166. Looking better and better by the day on the decision I made. As you guys know, I've got this. I'm tracking the difference between the Solana and the Ethereum. I exchanged 54 Solana for 3.74 Ethereum. It was a $10,000 swap. Right now, the equivalent of that Solana is only worth $9,026, whereas the Ethereum is worth $10,180. So it is up. Solana is down. Now, obviously, this has been like 3 days or something like that. I don't remember when we actually started this, but it was on the weekend, Sunday. It was like right before ETH pumped and Solana started dipping, but it was the writing on the wall. Now we'll see how long we sustain this and what we do. Again, I wanted to maybe push a little bit over to the base ecosystem, and we'll figure all that stuff out. I just wanted to make sure that we're doing the right thing, and maybe we need to swap back to Solana if it's going to change, because it obviously dropped a lot. I mean, it was at 250 not too long ago. Let's take a look at this, and we'll obviously go more in depth when we get into the charts. But we should do this right here. Let's just go the all-time chart right here, and let's zoom it in just so it's a little bit easier to see what it's been doing lately. Here you go. We can even go and zoom it. Let's go the last like year or whatever, wherever this puts us, something like that. Okay, so we've kind of double topped it up here at about 250. I don't believe that this is it, right, for Solana. However, it's nice to take advantage of something that was falling and something that was pumped, swept in and out, and maybe get a little extra. Right now, it's not really much, but an extra 1,000, having that extra 1,000 in the bank because I swapped. I mean, that feels pretty good. However, I do still believe, and maybe this is just because the a lot of the activity that was on Solana was getting kind of scammy and ruggy. Maybe that's where this shift, and this is something we talked about the other day, but the whole idea of when we get into the bull run, I've got about an $800 target. I think it's probably wise to start getting out around there. I know some people are way lower than that as far as their exit strategy, but I've Solana's got a strong potential to get 1,000 or more, and so 800 is when I start tapping out. So with that being said, at $167, it's got several X's left in it in my mind, right? Whereas Ethereum at almost, say it's 2,700, 10,000 is kind of like I think a target that a lot of people are looking at for Ethereum in this bull run. So what is that? It's no more than a 5x. It can't more than 5x, and so you potentially will see more. Potentially, you could see more X's in Solana than Ethereum, but it's probably not going to be major. I could be wrong, and we could have this conversation. I think that there's a lot of people talking about how was Solana going to flip Ethereum first, but now I think the potential is XRP gonna flip Ethereum. And we can take a look at these market caps here. We want to make sure that we give everybody their time in the light here. So let's finish this top 10 really quick. You got Dogecoin down in the last hour, up 1.5% on the day. You got Cardano coming in at number 9, still hanging on, man, 75 cents. And then Tron coming in at number 10. And if we were to remove some of these, man, we'd probably have a few more like Chainlink, Litecoin, and Stellar that we could look at. But all right, that is our top 10. That's where things are looking right now, but that's not what we came here for, and you know that. You guys freaking know that. We came here to see what our losers are, see if there's any opportunities. FTX token, get fucked. Get fucked. If you're buying that, you're retarded. Sorry, but that's just why. Like, no, why? Because they're paying people back. Just be smarter. Let's see. Athena, I'm not in it. Pancake Swap, I'm not in it. Movement, no. Toncoin, I know a lot of people like that, down 5% on the week. It could be a good DCA. Pith, I'll tell you what, might be time to buy some more Pith. I want to make sure that we really spend some time looking at the Pith chart and setting some alarm. I had gotten some alerts from our charts. I didn't activate any trades or anything, but this is all just part of the process, right? Where we get the alerts and say like, oh, what we said was going to happen happened. Great. It came down here, touched it, and then sprang. Boom. So I've been getting some of those alerts, and that's pretty cool. So when we get to Pith, I want to make sure that we do like a little bit of a deeper kind of assessment and line it up, because I just feel like it might be time to put a little bit more in there. That one could be ready to turn around, I think. So we'll take a look at that little later in the show after we get through some of our headlines. Pith heads, rise up, Pith heads. Feeling a little wheezy. All right. So that was our biggest losers for the day. Anything else we want to look at here that we would want to add? Nah. Anything still down on the week looking juicy? Well, look at the pumps real quick. Mantra. Man, this thing is just a straight pumpsville. Mantra. I don't get it. All right. Radium's down almost 20% on the week. The BitGet token down almost 19%. Jupe down almost 17%. Solana down almost 15% on the week. That's like free money when that comes back. You know that. But when is it going to come back? How low is it going to go? We'll take a look at Solana in depth too, because man, that return back to say plus 200 is a nice little pop. Mantra. I told you. You guys have been talking about it. I know you guys have been talking about it. I think that the as far as like the RWA play though, this is like one of those things that the Ondo community, and if you get into the social media circle of the Ondo community, you will see that there is a lot of talk. And I think I posted something the other day between the Mantra and the Ondo, who ecosystem, like in the RWA stuff, like who's going to play a better role and all that stuff. And it's great. Competition is always good, but I feel like everybody serves their own purpose, and between those two projects, they serve their own purposes. And I just Mantra just seems like a little too pumpy. So I'm gonna watch this one a little bit cautiously. But I love that you guys are in it. It surrounds me. I see a ton of posts about it every day. So keep going. If that's your jam, baby. I know that you can own both. I know that you can. I'm trying to consolidate. I don't want to have too much exposure. There's diversification, and then there's over diversification. Always. All right. I believe that's it for our lose. Ondo down 13%. I'll tell you what, man. I'm telling you. We're gonna look at that chart too. If this thing, for whatever reason, in $1.15, when it dripped down here, that's a nice little pickup. Anybody got a little pickup there at $1.15? That's nice. Here we go. $14.5, $13. All right. Well, if y'all were paying attention, you got that. If you went, that could be, you never know. Like that literally could be the bottom for this local time frame, right? You never know. And if you caught it, good for you. And if you went long on it, let's go. I'm going to get back into trading very soon here. Very soon. I feel like once we kind of get through, because as you guys know, since December, look at any chart, most charts, a very high percentage of charts are going to have a nice little run up in November and then a fall from grace since December. So we're going to look at that. All right, I believe that's it for that's probably it for the market. Anything else? Trending, mystery, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Pi, Aptos, trending on DexScan. No. Is this still the CZ coin? Broccoli. Market cap. Oh, I didn't mean to go back to Ondo. Let's look at this market cap real quick. The altcoin season index. I don't know if I've seen this. Have we talked about this before? Oh, this is interesting. The CMC Altcoin Season Index page provides real-time insights into whether the cryptocurrency market is currently in altcoin season based on the performance of the top 100 altcoins relative to Bitcoin over the past 90 days. Detailed charts and metrics for tracking market trends and altcoin dominance. Now, are stable coins in here as well? It would be like in the middle if it was, no? What is the CMC Altcoin Season Index? If 75% of the top 100 coins outperform Bitcoin in the last 90 days, it's altcoin season. Remember, stable coins like Tether and DAI, as well as asset-backed tokens such as Wrapped Bitcoin, Staked ETH, and something Link aren't included. Okay, that's great to know. All right. So no, we are, well, so it's not quite like exclusively Bitcoin season, which we know that this is Bitcoin's bull run. It's the narrative. It's the nation states aren't buying. They maybe are, and just not talking about it right now, but it's all about Bitcoin, right? That's the narrative. This is Bitcoin's bull run. And I too bad, unless somebody has seen this before, I probably should. Unless somebody has seen this before and can tell me, did we have any time in this orange during this exclusive Bitcoin season before we start doing this, this little spider where we might have a little touch over of altcoin season, swinging, where we are now? Because if it's on the direction of here and we were here, then I would say, hey, baby, let's get ready, because these jumps could happen fast from here to here. And then when we get into this blue, it's like the same color as my Cubbies hat. Let's go. Let's see. Blocky says, I think ETFs will stable the coin more, therefore getting rid of massive gains quickly. So probably move like stocks. Yeah, I think if you've got crypto here and you got stocks here, like they're both going to move up. You got stocks moving to 24 hours. You got less volatility coming to crypto, all that. It's just going to be a little bit more of a blend together. I think it will mainstream up to $1 gazillion. Is BlackRock going to back it? Inevitable that they already back it. I mean, they're already partners with Ondo for sure. They have several other products or whatever certain things that they do within the ecosystem. So they are here, baby. BlackRock is here. Franklin Templeton is here. The big boys are here. Big boys and girls are here. Big boned. I'm big boned.
Oh, Dad, how about this one?
Yeah, do that. Smash that like button. Let's get into some news. I got just a couple articles we'll go through. They are XRP related. Because this is the wild and crazy XRP bonanza. Let me just fix something here. I didn't realize that this was off a little bit there. We'll make that just like that. Boom. All right. Donald Trump shares CoinDesk's XRP article on Truth Social, spurring bullish sentiment. Trading volume went up 26%, 5.5 billion in the last 24 hours. What we need to know. Here's the TLDR. We love this. Trump posted the article about XRP's increase in U.S. deals on the Truth Social platform. We'll look at that in a second. XRP remained muted after the post. Although trading volume is up by 26% to 5.5 billion, the post comes after bullish sentiment around XRP linked to a potential ETF approval. We know this is happening here. Let's go. Let's look at the post. Come on. I know there was a link to it. Here we go. What? Now it's pulled? Give me a break. That's horseshit. Man, I think, did we have it open before? Somebody's got to have it, right? I don't mean to close the page out. I got to fix this. Give uno momento. All right. There we go. Do we have a screenshot of it here on this one? Golly, no. Donald Trump effect bumps Ripple Labs, American deals, XRP gains. There was I want to say there was definitely a picture. I had seen this. It had a picture of Brad Garlinghouse on it. That's really frustrating. But if it was about the deals that they were doing, so this is something we've talked about. We've talked about it here. I talked about it on AJ's show. I think it was, or maybe it was just with him this morning or whatever it was. But if you had paid any attention, Brad Garlinghouse had said in the last 6 weeks of 2024, let's do this. In the last 6 weeks of 2024, XRP inked more deals here in the US than they did in the previous 6 months. In the last 6 weeks, they inked more deals than they did in 6 months because they knew what was coming. Everybody knew what was coming. The future is absolutely massive for XRP. Double digits by Christmas. Come on, you know that's going to happen. What do you guys? And you know what? Let me put up a poll. I want to know what you guys think. If you guys are watching over on the YouTube, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. If you are watching on X, I appreciate you too. You just can't participate in the poll. You can swing on over to YouTube. You could do that and vote in the poll, and then go back to X if you'd like. This way you don't have to deal with commercials. I get it. Do you think XRP to 10 by Christmas? All right. Poll is up. I want to know. What do you guys think? Like, I'm fairly confident that this should be a slam dunk. Like $10 is child's play. Double digits before the decimal. So I do believe that we will see. Again, we've talked about, 589 is the number, right? So $58.90. People were saying like potential for it to hit $50. Like, okay, in maybe down the road to 2030 seems to be a major metric for a lot of stuff that we do here in crypto right now. And I feel like if we look at some of those crazy massive numbers like that, $50, $58, whatever, that is probably something that we have 5+ years to get. By the end of this year, by the end of 2025, I think a double-digit XRP, because of not only the narrative. You got Trump now has a firm grasp, probably a little bit better of what's going on, right? But anyway, so he posts about XRP. So we got that, right? It's got some crazy attention. The ETFs, several of them ready to go. Let's go, baby. You've got XRP Global. Not only are they positioning themselves with like the whole BRICS thing, was it in Portugal, Brazil? Give me 1 second. Brazil, XRP, Brazil. Yeah. So Brazil approved the first XRP ETF. And then I know that there was a communications thing more recently. XRP. Was it Portugal? Yes. Brazil here. This was the one right here. Brazil to Portugal payments. Ripple teamed up with Unicambrio to power those payments. So like that I mean, I'm telling you, so it's global. XRP is doing a global thing. They were inking all these partnerships. Again, we talked about the US, the domestic partnerships here, but they were doing stuff globally because the world knew that what the SEC was doing wasn't going to stand up. And so they kept on. You keep on keeping on, man. And that's what they did. And it's going to pay out in the long run for them and anybody that's holding the token. So $10 by the end of this year, guys, that's fun. But we'll just play along that it'll be $10.01, and we won't get too crazy with it. So appreciate you. You guys are yucking it up in the chat. I love it. I love it. I love it. Shout out to you guys. I can't even keep up. Shout out to all you guys. Y'all are amazing. Honk, honk, honk. Let's go. Blocky, my guy. What am I not going to answer? Oh, okay. You are right, sir. All right. Let's go to... All right, so we talked about the Truth Social post. We can't find it anywhere, which is wild. If it's been taken down already, maybe he's in trouble for it, or they said he had to take it on. Who knows? XRP lawsuit news. Is the SEC about to drop the Ripple case? The ongoing legal battle between the U.S. SEC and Ripple Labs has been one of the most talked about topics in the crypto world. Recently, there have been hints that the SEC may pause its lawsuit against Ripple, raising questions about the future of the case and XRP's market performance. The case pause. We know that they paused the case with Binance. That was something that they did for 60 days. The pause request cites the formation of the SEC's new crypto task force, which aims to bring clarity to the regulatory scape versus enforcement, right? Instead of like saying, hey, let's figure this out, they would just say, give us money. And we're starting to find out that our government is terrible with money. Terrible with money. Maximum Hog says, I think it will be between 420 and 690. There we go. Ride those memes, my guy. Excellent wants to know, what's my price target for Ondo? So if everything goes right, I will give you my bullish case. If everything goes right, it is a $100 billion project. And that puts it, I think, at $31 with the current tokenomics. So that, to me, I'm a mega bull on Ondo. I believe that what they're doing in their integration, the partnerships, how things are going to roll out and how things are going to work. This is an opinion, right? I believe that we are we're scheduled to meet a lot of these deliverables. We're scheduled to do all this stuff. Again, with the people that they're playing with and the partnerships that they have, I getting just a fraction of the metric is what, 16 trillion by 2030 as a conservative number from the Boston Consulting Group. However, I feel like that is, I don't want to talk conservative. Like, I want to say, if it's 16 to 30, let's go 30 to 50. Let's go bull case, right? And so if it's that big of an ecosystem and Ondo's the number one player of it, they're probably going to have a large market share. And so with that being said, $100 billion in a multi-trillion dollar ecosystem, it's 5 years down the road. I get that number that I'm looking at is 5 years down the road, but I feel like they'll be well on their way by H2 this year that we can see 100 billion in the near future. Whether or not it's by this year or not, maybe it's 2026. Like, I'm having a hard time. I am having a hard time really seeing some of these ecosystems that are developing that now include the entire world and traditional finance and a lot of other things slipping into a bear market because of that's what Bitcoin does, because of the math and the miners and all, whatever. I just, when you start to think about this and analyze it, the opportunity's too big, and there's always been the whisperings and the rumbles of the decouplings and all that stuff, and it's okay, right? Like, Bitcoin is the king. Bitcoin will always do its thing. Bitcoin was always number one. You're like the number one child, and we're so proud of you. We're so proud of you, but we don't have to go to your practices anymore. Like, you made it. You're good. It's like they graduated. It's time to move out of the house. It's time for the rest of the ecosystem that is worth anything. If your project is worth a damn, it should not have to follow what Bitcoin does. That doesn't make sense to me, right? Not every ecosystem and every vertical and every pillar of society doesn't run in I know that you can argue cycles, and I get that, but it's not like this predetermined cycle that, well, once we get close to the halving, man, it's going to go down because the miners, man, they're just, they're not going to get the rewards. Like, to me, it's just silly nonsense. And I feel like the decoupling, or it's time for let Bitcoin keep, but even that, like, at some point, I feel like the buying pressure becomes too big that even if miners want to sell, like, they're not in control because they're only getting they're getting scrimpings here and there. It's not like you're a mega corporation that can buy $1 billion right now. Like, I know that there's mining organizations that have a lot of money, and I get that. However, at some point, it's time. It's just time for some of the ecosystem to stand up and put on your big boy panties and go. All right, what is the chat saying? XRP needs to go up to 700 billion more in market cap to hit $10. Not out of the picture. I just don't see it this year. Maybe, who knows? Again, perfect scenario. It's a fun narrative that I can have a bet with AJ for the year, right? And it gives me something to talk about. It gives us something to talk about. We can create content months down the road after, kind of, we, not to say forget about it, but you let it kind of go. And then, once we get closer to December, we start talking about it again. It's going to be fun. Or XRP goes on a moon mission and it hits double digits like in H2, early H2. or for some of you guys who don't know what I'm saying, and I'm sorry, I know that I haven't used it a couple times because I'm trying to change my nomenclature. I don't go in quarters anymore. SWE. SWE introduced me to H's, halves, right? And so they said the SWE Play 1 will be available H1 2025. So half one between now and the beginning of July, right? And so I love that. And I am now a halves kind of guy. We move in halves. We don't move in quarters. So Mike Vollmer, $21.45 XRP. Let's go. That's double digits. That's double our double digit goal. Let's get it. I know, Blocky. I know you said it's possible. We're going to have fun with this. We are going to have a fun time with this. End of year price target for Ondo, $10 to $15. Yeah, absolutely. I don't see why not. I think $5 in like the absolute very near future for Ondo, 10 to 15 slam dunk. I think I originally was saying 25, and then I heard a lot of really intelligent people saying 20. And so what I said, okay, I know that I'm a little bullish. I know that I'm a little excited about it. So, and I will always, be a little bullish about it, but with, cautious optimism and reservations and whatnot. But let's scale it back. Let's be a little bit more conservative, if you will. Whatever. So we swapped that down to $15. So in my mind, in 2025, Ondo at 15. Swoosh. That's what I believe. Is that if there was if there was several of us that were thinking 20 or more, and the only reason why I want to scale it down is to not maybe totally ruin expectations. So again, we go with a conservative approach and we take it to 15. We scale down to 15. Let's go. Let's go. A $1.4 trillion market cap for XRP. That's at the $21.45. And that would be wild. Wild. At some point, though, it will happen. It literally will. Bitcoin is how many trillion is Bitcoin? Is it 2 again, or is it still flirting with the old 1.9? Let's go to coin market cap. 191. All right, so we got a little bit to go. We got 90 billion to go. And we'll be back up at a $2 trillion market cap for Bitcoin. Ethereum at a $328 billion market cap. XRP 155 billion. So that's the trouble. That is the trouble. Now you can see Bitcoin did it, right? The market cap was in the billions at one point, and it made it to $1 trillion, and then it made it to $2 trillion and scaled back a little bit since. But so it can do it. It becomes harder and harder. But these numbers, they will grow. They will absolutely grow during the parabolic phase, right? And who's to say that after the dust settles from whatever this run looks like, whether it's a super cycle, whether it's a standard allotted time, or whether it's, remember, we got to talk about that. We have, in the U.S. stock market from 1988 to 2000, went on a 12-year bull run. At some point, like when you get a lot of, say this is the largest transfer of wealth in the history of humankind, is like what we're seeing all of this play out, right, over the last several years and into the next several years. And I just tell you what. I tell you what. That's it. That's it for that. I don't know what to tell you other than XRP is going to do absolutely massive things. I know that there are a lot of other projects that are going to also do amazing things. Chainlink, Avalanche. I want to see Avalanche really kind of step back up and really perform. I feel like it didn't perform as well. Let's look at you know what? Here, I'm going to hit you with one more message from my sponsor. I got to get some more of these made, but I'm going to hit you with one more because there's more of you here now. So I do appreciate you. And then we're going to swing on. We're done with articles, all that. You guys, you get the gist. XRP to the moon. We're going to swing it on over to TradingView after a quick word from my daughter.
Oh, Dad, how about this one?
There you go. There you go. All right. Let me open up the comments here again. So I got that. AVAX is too gaming reliant. I know, and that's ultimately why I sold my AVAX. And a lot of my other gaming coins is because the gaming narrative is just toast right now. There ain't nothing. It ain't shit. And I love all my gamer friends, but it ain't the narrative at all right now. And so there is no need to I don't want to say that there's no need to hold your gaming coins. Cautiously pick the bags that you think are going to remain strong if we see another big pullback, or if it takes until 2028 for the gaming ecosystem to really come to fruition. We've seen a lot of tokens fall to zero, go 70, 80, 90% down. Would, God forbid, would hate to see all of that happen. We've seen IMX go from 3 something down to what, 70 something cents. Is that what it went to recently? And it's low. We'll take a look at that on the charts here in a second here. But I tell you what, man. I tell you what. All right, let me just remove this here. We're gonna pull up all of our favorite charts for now. I know that it's really mine. We just start with it at the top of the list. We're not going to look at all of them again, but we are going to make sure that we hit the right ones, because we do want to get into some trades. If there are any coins that this is the also, here's a little PSA. This is the time of this show where if you've got a coin that we should be looking at, drop it in the chat. Don't do a contract address. We'll have to figure out a different way if it's like a shitter coin like that. And I say that with all due respect. But if it's just do a dollar sign and then whatever the ticker is, the cash tag ticker, and then we'll look it up. We can look it up either on TradingView. I'll look it up on like CoinMarketCap first, and then we'll look it on TradingView. So if there's things that you guys have not seen me talk about that you're like, brother, you're missing this, just help me out. This is the time that we all get to share. So, all right. There we go. All right. So, as you guys know, we are Ondo bulls in this community here, and we have been tracking this. This is the 4-hour. Let's go to the daily because I want to show you. We went down below our second layer of support here, and as you can see, we've got this downtrend since December, but this thing has made almost like a new, even sharper pattern down. Like to see that we've got a green candle today. Hopefully this is the beginning to going back up, but the last couple days have been rough, man. It is just you got some strong pressure down, and I know that that's a lot of market wide, but we'll look at some of these. Here, let me star. Okay, there we go. I got a whole bunch. I started all those all the way down to Calvin. So we will look at those shortly here. Let's just finish Ondo. We wanted to do Ondo. We wanted to look at, I know that we wanted to look at Solana. Let's move Solana on up here in the order. We wanted to look at, I'm actually not sign languaging. I don't know what I was doing there. I don't actually know sign language. Pith was the one that we want to really look at, because we may have to go in. Look, everything is green. Virtual's 95 cents, man. I never pulled the trigger at 99 cents, and it looks like I'm glad that I didn't. And what else we got here? Okay, so let's start here. So Ondo, it definitely respected the trend. So it respected our support down here, if you will. And it's back up. Hopefully, right in the next couple of days, we just kind of play along. But then, that we're looking for a breakout. I'm not looking for a breakdown. If we break down and we go towards $1, y'all know what's happening. Okay. And if you don't know, Look at Twitter or X, whatever. So that's what I'm looking at on Ondo. We're patiently waiting for either the opportunity to buy some more, which it's in the range to do that. It's in our look. It broke our first line of support, so this is in our zone. So if you want to buy it, like this is like I would be comfortable buying right here. My entry is between like 50 cents and like bulk was at 72. I think maybe bought some like around 80. So like I'm well below $1. I don't want to raise my cost basis too high. Like I want to keep it lower. I know some people will be like, well, you should do that. I don't want to do that. Here's the deal. If we break down this next level of support, I will definitely be buying some more Ondo, but I'm really hoping for the breakout to the upside. All right, I wanted to spend some time on Pith because I want to see we are like down low, and this was one of the reasons ultimately why I swapped my Solana for the Ethereum is because Solana was coming off a rejection high in the where it was looking off of the resistance, and Ethereum looked like it was bouncing off support down low, and I'm like, well, okay, if the roles are going to reverse here and Solana's going to continue to go down, but ETH's going to go up, let's just handle this right now. So far, it's paying off well. You guys can see. Okay, so right now I'm up 100. So it's 10,190. So almost 20%. Almost 20% up from my initial investment. Whereas if I would have hung onto the Solana, I would have been down 10%. The Ethereum value is worth almost 10,200. So not 10. Oh, my numbers were off. Anyway, 2%. Let's go. All right. So, but that's also a reason why, hey, listen, we've got a bag of Pith, but we've got a lot of profits that we could throw into more Pith because when the time happens, when this thing reverses on us, man, we are going to have a good time. If we go down more, I'll be buying because at that point, everything is back at bear price. I mean, some of these are pretty freaking close to being at the bear price already. Pith being one of them, man. Pith hasn't seen this price. This might be an all-time low. Now, this is according to spot trading on Femex. Let's look at another Pith chart. Let's see. Let's go with Binance. Should we do Binance? Let's do Binance. How far does this one go? No. Okay. I think the other one went farther. Pith. Let's go spot. Okay. X. Okay. So here's a little bit more, and this one's got this kind of wick down here. But I mean, minus this silly scam wick that you see here, it is the same price that it was at the beginning of 2024 in early January of 2024. This thing has had a nice run. I mean, it went up to what, 70? No, it went over $1. Damn. Back in March, we went up to about $1.12. It's down to 20 cents. I think 17, if I'm not mistaken. 17, if I'm not mistaken, is kind of like one of our do or die levels. I think we're seeing red dots, all of our indicators pointing down. However, we'll see what happens. Is this considered your anchor wave right here? We'll see. We do have a red dot down on the this is on the daily, not a big one, but a little red ski. Ever since from Jake the crypto snack, ever since Pith unlocked like a year ago, Pith has been sad. Isn't there another lock coming up? Let's go take a look. Token unlocks. Share this tab. Here you go. Let's see here. Pith Network. You got 36% is unlocked. The next one is in 88 days. It's 2.13 billion pith. 58% of the circulating supply worth $441 million. Whew. So they do this every May, it looks like. Okay. All right. So May 19th, 2025. So that's the next day to be looking at for pits. So look, unlocks don't really, if the narrative is strong and the attention is right, unlocks don't fucking matter. And we just saw that with Ondo. In fact, Ondo pumped a little bit. The market had some issues, and there was some other probably things that didn't let it. I mean, obviously, when the entire market dumps, like, there's issues, but there was not as big of a catalyst than everybody thought. Now, I don't know the makeup of what Pith does. A lot of the Ondo unlock was going back institutionally, was going to other reserves, all that stuff that was not going to, used to treasuries, all that stuff. It's not going to hit the open market. It wasn't going to the paper hands like you. It was going to diamond handers and institutionals. I don't know the makeup of the Pith unlock, what that looks like. That is something we're going to have to dive into. So I will be looking into that. Probably shoot a video on that. I think that would be a good idea, is to do a little deep dive into the Pith ecosystem, what the unlock looks like, because that's important. We can figure out exactly what the allocations are like. Is it for the vesting? Is it for yada, 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 whatever. So, all right, let's go. Quick reminder for you guys, please go ahead and smash the like button. I appreciate that. Also, after this, if you've got nothing going on today, we're going to go a little bit longer, and then we'll get out of here. But if you've got nothing going on after this, they're very short. I've been doing a lot of these short videos, like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever they are. But I just shot one. I posted it. I will put the I'm going to grab the link, and you guys can just find it on the channel. And I'll also post the actual video itself this weekend. I'm going to start doing that on the weekends over on X, but I want you guys to watch it and tell me what you think. Like, I went through the whole $10 XRP thing, and I think, some people think it may be a joke or whatever, but like, I really feel like they have positioned themselves so well on both sides of the equation that no matter what happens, right, no matter where settlements happen or how things look, even in the RWA ecosystem, like, XRP is going to be there. They are going to be there. And so I'm super excited for that. So watch that video for me, please, and leave a comment what I ask. I'm not going to tell you what the CTA is. You got to watch the video and answer that CTA. All right. Yeah, but that last Pith unlock absolutely wrecked it. Hopefully there's a good narrative this time. I would agree. I mean, it's all about the narrative. It has to be. You have to get people to not be fearful, because y'all will spread rumors like crazy. I saw it's fun to spread rumors, but like, not to the detriment of a project. Like, not in a bad way. Like partnership rumors, like, oh my God, this partner, this yada yada yada. All right. Appreciate you guys being here. There's a lot of you here. Several of you watching over on the YouTube. Thank you. Rock the house, baby. How's the likes looking? Whoa! More likes than viewers. You guys know how to do this. You know how to treat a guy. You know how to make a guy feel special. I appreciate you. I surely do. And then what do we got on the over on the X video? We got 20. I'm gonna do you a quick. Do me a quick solid. I'm gonna do you a quick solid. I'm gonna show you guys how to like a video on X, just in case you've never done it, because I feel like with the amount of you that either are watching or have watched it or whatever, man, there should be more likes. But that's okay. I get it. Right now, there's 4 reposts and 20 likes. Let's see if we can get that to grow. Okay, so you are. I gotta Put myself up on the monitor so I can see. Okay, so you are watching full screen. Boom. Love watching this. Love. Look at that. Oh, so cool. It's really easy. You just go zinc. Like that. I'm number 21. Yes, I am. See that? Now it's pink. Then you just go boom. Back to full screen. Really easy. I like to show you guys this from time to time. I don't need to do it every day, but it is fun to do from time to time. So if y'all can do me a solid, hit that heart. Boom. All right, we're done with the unlocks here. All right, let's go to why is the graph sucking so bad? I'll tell you what, man, the graph is sucking bad, pith is sucking bad, everything's sucking bad. Let's go to, do I not have the graph up here? Man, that's silliness. GRT USDT over on the FEMEX spot. Here we go. This is our chart that we've been drawn before. How is this not on our list? We must have pulled it off because we hated it, how shitty it was doing. We'll add it back though. We got the graph back. It's down at the bottom next to algo for now. We'll see how it does. I'm gonna start looking up some of these other coins that you guys were putting in the chat. So man, yeah, this thing has definitely fallen. It's been a little bit. Let's go put this here where it should be. Let's erase. We don't need these circles. We're on the graph, right? Yeah. Okay. Like that's probably fine to do for our downtrend. We have broken this down here. So, hey, look at this. Quick little adjustment. We go from Shitsville. Oh my God. I didn't even switch it. There you go. Sorry, Blocky. Here we go. It took me a second to realize. Look at this. I just had to move things around. We went from a shitty looking chart. We're in the triangle of love, ladies and gentlemen. And you know, as a bull, we always, even if we come down here and we play with this support, by the time we get to the pinch point, that's a pretty good arrow for not even looking. I'm going to tell you. I will say, I was looking at you guys on the camera and I did a little. So even if it stays down here for the next couple days, we got to be out of here. We got to be out of this choke point in the next couple weeks. And it could be Pitt's time to shine. I mean, it has been, or excuse me, the graph's time to shine. This thing has just been dog shitting it up. Dog shitting it up since December, just like everything else, man. Friday, December 6th was the last good day. Obviously, you've got some, you see in here, down, up, down, up, down. Ooh, that was a nice little relief pump. But then this is all that it does, just down, ups, all the way down. Except now we're here. We are here at the Triangle of Love. This is the chapel. It's time to get, you know what that means. Let's hit it. It is a channel. Okay. You want to call it a channel? We could do that. Even if it's a channel, it's still ready to pop. It's ready to pop because that is a former oh, come on, get the fuck off. No, we don't want to remove that one. That one's got an alarm on it. There you go. All right. Is that better? Does that, I mean, and I don't mean, I'm not saying that like an ass. Like, would you prefer to look at it this way? Like, okay, we've got basically, this is just a channel. It's a falling trend. Or a falling wedge. We could probably, change this a little bit more. Anyway, I would say that I would prefer to see this thing pump, but that we were getting close to our mission, our time to shine here. But if we're just in a falling channel, man, then be patient. That's why we're not looking at it. Fuck the graph. I'm gonna remove it off the list. It's gonna, yeah, I would think, and there's probably a lot of science behind all of this, but I would think I'm with you exactly that it is going to come down here and touch this. It's like for whatever reason, it's like that indicator of when you see those crazy scam wicks, we're going to come down there. That is going to be our new level of support. Just watch. And so I do think there is some accuracy to your statement there. I would agree. So let's mark that. Let's hit this with an alarm. We're going to say scam wick new support. All right, so there we go. So now we're gonna get alert. I love doing. I didn't do the notes before, so I was just getting it would cross like the line or whatever, and it would just be. It wouldn't make much sense. But now that I've started to change that note in there to what it help you trigger your memory, I'll tell you what, man, that's the move right there. So, I would think, and it looks like the volume is going to kind of agree with us here. You'll see this right here, right? Okay, so here was where we could say this is potentially our first line of defense here. We played around right there. It's where we're at right now. We can look historically or whatever. But look right here. This line where we are is where also the volume drops way off. Let's bring more into the picture to see what happens. So, I mean, we're at like a low level here. All the volume is up at the top. So I would think, and this is a little bit more zoomed out, obviously, but again, if you can buy it in this little zone here, this would be a great zone to pick up some graph if you haven't already. That got out of control really fast. Anyway, all right, let's get off the graph. I know that there is some coins that we got to look at. Here. VeChain. Is VeChain not on this list? Man, that actually drove me crazy the other day, and I never added it. I want VeChain on here as well. So thank you for saying that. All right, let's look at this here. Okay, this was one of our coins that we were looking at, and this is obviously the same chart that we were looking at the end of September here for October. Let's do a quick. It's our first look at a VeChain here on the chart in a while. So, from where things were to where they are now, it is up a little. Some of the coins that we were looking at in a completely different atmosphere, like you got Hedera, it was at 5 cents. It's up into the 20s now. Is it still H bar 21 cents? Okay, yeah. You've got VeChain here, which this thing was at 2.5 cents. It shot up to what, 7, almost 8 cents. Currently sitting at a 3, so still up above where it was in the fall time. But this might be the time to go big. If you guys have been paying attention, I've been working with AJ on his live stream every day, and we had a conversation about VeChain, and one of the things that he had talked about, and it's not something that I really had paid attention to, and I feel like there's a lot of things that get skipped over. If let's think about whether they're causes or whatever, like they don't mean something to you unless it means something to you if you've been affected, right? And so like with the sustainability thing, I hadn't even thought of it, right? Like I don't drive an EV, I don't live in California. It's not that I'm wasteful or I don't care about the environment. It's just we don't have those things. We'll do a beach cleanup here, my family will go to the park and we'll clean up paper and bullshit or whatever. Like we do these things on our own. However, I didn't think about this, as the whole ecosystem. And so when AJ and I were talking about this, and he was saying, that the Boston Consultant Group was saying 26 trillion by 2030 conservatively as a number for the sustainability ecosystem, I was like, well, shit, that's not something I have thought about. And if you were to think that VeChain, look at any other you would have to tell me in the chat other projects that are in that vertical, right? Because I don't know any. I feel like they would be the absolute leader with all the initiatives that they have. So that to me is an absolute winner. If you can get VeChain and add that to your portfolio, not only is it way down locally from the 8 cents that it was at in December, the all-time high 28 cents. I mean, I feel like, and I sometimes go back and forth about some projects, like, when you make it, when you've made it, the speculation phase is gone, and so the wild volatility is not there, right? Like, it's then it's the slow over time, you will just up and to the right over, you start to pace things out a little bit more like a stock. I think maybe that's along the lines of what we look at, and maybe that's along the lines of what we should look at, is like, once we hit a certain threshold, then you just I don't want to say sunset it, but then it goes on and it lives. It's like the ecosystem there's nothing going to happen to it. Like someone said, like Bitcoin, like it's a multi-trillion-dollar ecosystem that doesn't go away. Like it's not vaporware. It's here. It's for real. And so at some point, like some of these projects, when you cornered your market, or you're scalable, you do all these things, the speculation aspect of it shouldn't be like, oh, we're going to 10x from here. Like, no, we are going to see a little bit more of a sustained growth ROI year after year. It's not going to be as volatile. You're not going to have 20% or 500%, or this year we're down 60% because of the whatever. Anyway, VeChain, if you can pick it up, if you got dry powder, if you've been thinking about it, if you have some and you can get more, all that stuff, VeChain, I think, is a slam dunk. And it's, it's not I think VeChain is not a speculation play anymore. It's going to do amazing things. It's got its partnership with the UFC that I think they got like 7 or 8 more years left. It's got the Walmart deal where they do the tracking and all that stuff in China with Walmart. There are this huge sustainability efforts, and again, my goal is to get myself a Tesla. I want a Model X, and I told you guys why. And if you don't know why, go back and watch some shows and figure it out. But I want a Model X, right? And I think when I do get my Tesla, I will join all of those dApps and apps and things, and I should, like, I drink water and coffee out of a reusable mug every single day. I should be doing that. You can earn crypto doing that. There's no reason why we if you add these things into your daily function and it participates to the ecosystem, we can, instead of just talking the talk, we can start to walk the walk, right? We can put these things into place. So like I drink out of a sustainable mug, and so I can take a photo of it. And I don't know the ins and outs of this, but from what I understand, you take a photo of it and you probably upload it somewhere and you earn some coins. And like, how cool is that? Like, that's what we should be doing. We should be doing a lot more of that kind of stuff. All right. Another falling wedge. Yeah. They're all falling. Every chart. Every fucking chart is a falling wedge right now. The market is dog shit. All right. Cookie. What is Cookie? We're going to look this up on CoinMarketCap. Cookie Dow? Are you looking Maximum Honk? Are you talking Cookie Dow? Let's see if I go on CoinMarketCap. Share this tab. Let's go here. Hit 3. Change screens. Bozo. What's happening? Okay, there we go. It may do it like 100 times. It like just anyway. Okay, so this is Cookie Dow. I don't know if this is the right one or not. I would say that this daily chart looks pretty decent. This all-time chart going back to July of 2024 it had a nice little pump up to 60 cents, 65 cents, maybe somewhere in there. What is this? 64. What is it? Where's the website? Here it is. Cookie.fun is the website here. Let's see what this is. Okay. Is this a DeFi platform? I'm gonna have to do some more research into this. I'd say if there's attention, there's 1 billion supply, 357 million circulating. So about 35% coming in at just under $19, $7 million market cap, up 5% today. Some Binance, Bybit, Get, KuCoin, Mexi, Gate, Aerodrome. So it's a base product, huh? Yeah, okay. All right. Well, cool. Cookie. I don't know if it's the right one. It looks like, yeah, it looks like a Pump Fun style thing. I will look at virtuals. I got it on the chart. I'm going to get through these requests, and then I will look at virtuals. It's in. Hey, it's on the list. It is actually the next one up. Virtuals. Let's go here. And virtuals, we got it high up on our list here. So, man, the swap. There we go. StreamYard, things lagging. I know AJ was having trouble with his internet today at his house. Things are a little bit slow here today. It is cold. It was rainy and shitty earlier today. So, I would say that maybe the internet here in North Georgia just sucks today. How's the internet where you guys are living? Oh, we got a poll. I want to know. Let's take a look at the poll. What are the results on this so far? We'll shut this thing down. Let's go. 70% had said yes. Do you think XRP to $10 by Christmas? 68. Come on, 68% of you. We couldn't have gotten one more. Anyway, all right. I'm feeling it. There we go. Neil, my guy, to the moon. All right. Let's go back to the virtuals chart. We are here. Let's remove this line that we've got, and let's shrink it up a little bit, because we're going to have to figure out what other kind of support, like before this thing took off, because we're like at that level. So that's what this blue line is right here, right? We're going to say this right here is like our next line of support. And that is at 46 cents. It's at 94 right now. It doesn't look good, to be perfectly honest with you. On the daily, let's look at our indicators here. I mean, this shooting straight down. This is kind of leveling off, but it's on a trajectory down. Money flow. This is heading down. I mean, our indicators look terrible on virtuals right now. That does not look good. The chart itself, I would say we're going to have to, I mean, because we've blown past all these other levels, anything here, anything like here, all this stuff that we could have used as support, we blew through it all. It is just like a sinking ship. I don't really know, what the answer is, other than at this point, I'm waiting. I'm going to wait, because we got in, we're up in probably by like this line right here, like 250 something, 256, 253, 254, somewhere like that. We got a bag of it there. But at the end of the day, the trend is your friend, and the trend is still slamming down. I mean, look at this. This trajectory is boom, man. We are on target for it to come down. And I would say there's definitely some activity below this line, but I would think that this is going to act out, because it spent a lot of time rejecting off of this and then bouncing off of it, rejected off of it, and then bouncing off of it as support for, okay, so it looks like that was all rejection. This was all support. This is the daily chart. So that's like several, like 2 weeks here and like a little bit over a week here. I would think that there should be, and you can see the line here of money. The volume is big enough at this line that should hold it. So if you're going to short it down to that line. That's your thing. If you are waiting to pick up, I am going to DCA in, but I'm going to wait to see if we get closer to this line. So let's make sure we have our alarm set on it. As you guys know, we always make sure that we do our work. We want to do our work once, right? And that has been great to get those alarms, but there we go. We'll change here, and it's going to be go long MFer. If I get that alert that says go long MFer, you know what that means. It's time to rip it and roar it. Okay. That's virtuals. Let's go with Crow. USDT. Let's put it on. Okay. Let's go with Crow on Coinbase. Why not? Let's have fun with it. So, look at that. Another one. I mean, come on. Literally, I probably could move this just a little. I mean, it's same song and dance, doing the same thing. Down, down, baby, O Street in the Range Rover, sweet, sweet, baby, now ready to let it go. Right? We're not ready to let it go because we think they're going to pump anytime soon. However, it would have been great to exit here. If you missed that, here. If you missed that, anytime up here. Now you're down here. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Let me check the chat. I had something else open so that I could see. I see my guy Turbo made it. Turbo made it. My guy, good to see you in the chat. Decrypto Legacy Network traded on Mexi ticker. Held strong through, did not break an out. Okay. Let's see what else we got in here. Literally no explanation that makes sense as to why XRP hasn't blown through the roof other than the government is preventing it from exploding somehow. Manipulation, man. I'll tell you what, manipulation is the name of the game every way, shape, and form. At some point, the capitulation will get strong enough to where that will happen. And it's a matter of time. Hold with your strong hands. It's going to happen, guys. Nothing has changed as far as the fundamentals of it in these coins. So when you fucking bought them, what has changed? Unless, like, there's been some major developments and some major bad things that have happened, which, I mean, that's not happened as far as I'm concerned, especially with XRP. It's only been good news. So, yeah, I mean, it's going to rip. It's going to absolutely moon. A lot of these coins are. And I feel like the harder they fall right now, the better they're going to coil up and just explode. And I feel like everybody's saying H2. So, man, I hate saying that. I feel like it's a long way to go until we get to quarter 3 of this year, the beginning of H2. But it is what it is. We're going to have to deal with it. Everything is just bleeding out, as they say in the chat. Okay, back to work. I must get back to work. I needed to just talk to you guys for a second. Back to work. So we checked out Crow LGCT. Let's take a look. Is this on Coin Market Cap? Always that's my indicator of should we talk about it. If it's not on here, if it's not tracked, then we're not looking at it right now. We'd have to look at DEX tools for that. LGCT. Legacy token coming in at 3,425. These are the ones that, man, sometimes, even if it goes from 3,000 to 400, golly, imagine those gains. $25 million market cap. It is self-reported. They've got 300 million total supply, 17 million circulation. So not a lot out right now. There will be some dilution happening. It is sitting at $1.50 all-time chart. Oh, so it's new. It came out in January. Okay. Let's take a look at the old website, right? I think that it's always damn it, I forgot to switch the chart again. Here we go. Now you can see this one. All right, so LGCT is now live. Man, they're pushing their coin before they tell you about their product. That is not, I'm not a fan, and their website's fucking weird. I know my computer's acting a little laggy, but this website is weird. All this shit should be at the fucking top before you tell me where to buy the coin and all that. That I don't like that. No, we're off. We're off this. Only because that seems like a shyster move, is to say, hey, buy our coin. I don't want to tell you about my product. I just want you to buy it first. And I get, make it easy for the degens. Nah. Sorry. I'm out for that reason. That doesn't mean it's a bad project. That doesn't mean anything. It's just, to me, they're trying to sell me the coin before I learn about the project. And that's like a no. That's a no-go for a guy like me. I've been here too long. XYO coming in at 196. This is it. This is a good one. 196 is a great spot to be in for some growth. You maybe break into the top 100. $216 million market cap. This could be one of those projects that goes into the $1 billion during the bull. You know, you could see a 5x on this potentially. Let's see. Got some exchanges. Total supplies 13.93 billion, circulating 13.47. So most of it is out. That's a good sign. Let's take a look at their website. We'll look at that in a second here. Diluted, they got a $216 million market cap. I like that. All-time high is 8 cents. It's at a penny now, penny and a half. 2021. Oh, I'd like to see a couple X's on that. That'd be cool. All-time chart. One of those kind of charts. I mean, you're seeing it come up here. So I think the next move should probably take it to the all-time high or maybe even higher. If it's going to go like rip, dip, rip, dip, rip. If it goes in line with everything else, I would say this next run should be good for it. So that is XYO. And then Hyperliquid Hype. That's the next one. Hyperliquid. I feel like we've looked at this one. And this might have been even on the chart for a while. Yeah, for sure. We have this one on TradingView. I'll look this one up on here. $24.34. Hype. Hyperliquid. All right. See, like this is actually looking better than a lot of other charts. Let's see. I'm gonna open back up the chat again really quick here. Let me see. What have I missed? Shout out to you guys. I love you guys. Smash the like button. Hit the heart if you're watching on X. Really quick. I'm gonna have to hit you with one more of these.
Oh, Dad, how about this one?
There you go. Smash that like button. All right. Hype, linear perpetual futures contracts coming in on FEMEX. Here's the chart we're looking at. Does not look terrible, right? I would think now, first indicator we're looking at, these are all pointed down. Money flow just starting to come down into the red here. We'll see how that goes. The blue coming down. All of our indicators pointing down. Okay, that is our first look. Now let's look at the chart. The chart don't lie. The chart don't lie. All right. This is our baseline. Here is goal number one. If we could catch this once per bar by the dip, dude. All right. So we've got an alarm set for that. That is our historic bottom. We have had several run-ins, right? Several times. This wick came down here. This one obviously kind of went a little bit below it, but so this seems to be our line where we've had some body rests. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Who was that? That wasn't Limp Bizkit, was it? Who sang that song? You guys got to tell me in the chat. Let me bring the chat back up here so that I got exactly what I need. All right. So there we go. So we have got our first and foremost, if we are going to go long, if we're going to buy a big bag of this, we want to get it down here, down at about $20.26, drowning pool. Okay. I figured Doom was going to be the one to answer. Instead of giving me the answer, you say, wow, Jay, come on. I got 95 gazillion things going through my mind. I couldn't think of the band name. Jesus. System of an Up. All right. So there we go. We've got that. We could probably look. We've got a lot of bodies that hit here, a lot of wicks that hit here. Recently, yesterday's wick hit there. So that could be, this could be, obviously, if we're just going to draw some straight zones of where. All right. So that's kind of the channel that it's been in. This is our buy zone right here. If we can get it in here, that's where we're buying. That's where we'll pick up some hype liquid. Yeah, I'm still on the hyper liquid. Oh shit. Thank you. You guys, you're good at reminding me, and I appreciate that. All right, so here, this is what we're looking at here on Hyperliquid, right? Is that again, we've got our buy zone. This kind of this spot in here. That's our buy zone. Like that's where I would pick it up. I would definitely want to get it down in the lower side, but we'll see if it comes back down there. It did not pierce right here. It has in the past, but maybe we've got enough volume to keep us up here. Who knows? So thank you. Thank you, Neil. I appreciate you guys not letting me just go on the wrong screen that you say, hey, we're looking at the wrong thing. All right, so that is hype. I believe that should probably do it. That probably is going to wrap it up for the day. Were there any other? And again, so if we want hype, look sub $22, and that's where we're going to pick up hype if we're going to get them. Is that it? Is that where we are? I think that's it for the day. All right, no more coins. I don't see anything else. Is there any super chats? Nope. We are good. All right. Well, that is going to do it for today. That's a wrap, folks. All right, make sure tomorrow 10:35 is when we've been starting. AJ's going live. Make sure you tune into that. If you can, start watching some of the videos that I've been posting. I did the XRP one today. Make sure you get in on that. Get while the getting is good. Be one of the first couple to view that. Also did one about FOMO yesterday. Make sure you watch that. And then DeFi printing money, baby. Got a couple videos that I put out this week. If you guys can check them out, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Would love some feedback on the style, the videos, all that stuff. The messaging is the only way to grow. As you guys know, making some changes around here, doing a lot more content for myself. So that is it for today. Make sure that you smash the like button on your way out of here. I appreciate you guys. Could be literally doing anything in the fucking world, but you are here hanging out with me and the crew, hanging out in the chat. Thank you so much. Adios, amigos. We'll be back tomorrow. Have a good night.